Got it. Just hit the beat.
Okay, we are now on the record for Wednesday afternoon, September 8th, 2021, civil docket. If you can please assist me by giving me the number that you are on the docket. And we'll start with the quick announcements. Okay, Attorney Bobby Garcia.
Yes, ma'am. We're number 17 on the docket. The case has been going for a while. I know Dick Dancer is, I think he's on, and still on. And we just need this thing set for, we need a DCC, Your Honor. It's going to probably just be a trial because there's just some legal issues that need to be resolved. We need some dispositive motions to be just decided on, and I think it's going to resolve the case. It involves a turnover case on an insurance company.
Okay, any additional announcement, Mr. Denzer?
I think a DCC would be good, Judge.
Okay, so discovery, everything's already been taken care of.
We're not doing anything right now. Me and Mr. Garcia are trying to work things out. And
Okay.
So yeah, we're just pending what he said.
Okay, so then what we're gonna have to do is we'll come back for a status on February the 9th at 9:30. And then at that time, I'm hoping that we'll already have the whole issue figured out with in person. Okay? So I'm
Yes,
gonna give you guys I'll retain it on the docket. I'll give you a status and you come back and you tell me what we'll be doing. So that's February the 9th at 9:30.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, do
Thank
you
you,
all have
Karen.
anything else?
No,
I
ma'am.
know.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Marisa Carranza Hernandez.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm here on number 41 on your docket. It's cause number CL 153389-I.
Okay,
A couple of months ago, we submitted a dismissal. We as the plaintiff submitted a dismissal of all claims. Eventually that motion was rejected because it still had the case number before the transfer, so it had an H instead of an I. It was resubmitted this morning. It's not been accepted yet, but you know that's the only thing that's pending. This case is settled, dismissed, release is signed, it's a done deal.
okay, then I'll go ahead and have my staff look for that and have it forwarded to my queue.
Great. Thank you, Your Honor. I have no further business. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Christopher Schluter.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on, I think it is 55. Sorry, let me pull it back up. Yeah, number 55 on your docket today, Your Honor.
Okay, CL 160062-I, Antonio Arispe Mireles versus Cypress, Texas Lloyds.
Your Honor, I believe Willie McAllen's here on the other side.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
I believe we have this one settled. We're just waiting for updated checks from the carrier. Is that what you have, Willie?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then we'll file an agreed dismissal, Your Honor.
Okay, and how much time do you need for that?
I would think we should be able to get it fairly soon, Your Honor. I don't think it's going to take too much longer.
Maybe we could do it 30 days out, Your Honor, I guess.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set a tickler to look out for the documents of disposition for October the 8th. And if it's not in by that time, then I'll set it for a show cause.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
Your Honor, I had a couple more that had pretty quick announcements. I don't know if you'd want to.
Okay, Mr. Schluter, do you have any other case?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, then you have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. McAllen, which of your other cases?
Your Honor, I don't have the docket numbers, but I do have the cause numbers. The first one is CL 140652I, Maria Elena Leal versus Allstate. I believe Ms. Rose is here on there. She might have the docket number.
Number one, Your Honor.
Number one, okay.
Number one. That's number one.
Okay, and what is the announcement?
Your Honor, this is a case that we had filed a suit and served Allstate. I think there had been an issue with whether or not there was another case with a similar name. And so I think there was some confusion as to whether or not there was an answer filed. So I think we're going to resolve that, hopefully.
Yeah, we're still trying to trace this lawsuit, actually, Your Honor. We don't have a claim number or policy number, and I've reached out to Mr. McCallum for that information. That's why there was not an answer filed, I believe.
Okay,
So I
And I'll
just
get
need
that
some
to you.
time to sort that out.
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, then how much time do y'all need for status?
30 days?
Yeah, that should be perfect, Your Honor. I'll get her the
Okay.
information today.
October 20th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. We had another one, Your Honor, with Allstate. It's a CL 150085I.
I think it's 27, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, because we don't go in any particular order sometimes. Okay, so that's, yes, number 27, Alba Sanchez et al. Versus Allstate, okay?
One is ripe for Dwop. It's a case where the clients decided to no longer pursue their claim and are no longer in communication. So-
Okay. So then that'll be dropped from the court's docket. Okay,
And Your Honor, those are the only cases I have. I wish I could help Mr. McCallum out with the other numbers, but
Stick around.
oh, you're too kind, Miss Rosemary, you're too kind. Okay, all right, then you have a good day.
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. McCallum, which other one?
The other one I had was CL 16-0003I, Alfredo Martinez versus Cyprus. It's a case that we filed the dismissal documents so I just wanted, I'll double check to see that they were filed, the agreed dismissal.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, can you check on that? See if anything was filed?
Yes, ma'am, 1 second. Yes, ma'am. They've
Okay.
been filed and signed.
Okay, so then that one is already disposed of. Okay, your next case?
Thank you. The next one is CL 14-16-27I, Luis Aranda versus Scottsdale Insurance. I spoke to opposing counsel. It's a case we settled, and I just filed a non-suit today.
Okay. So I'll look out for the order. I'll see that it's forwarded to my queue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
And then the final one I have, Your Honor, is Jamzel. It's a CL 14-2047I, Jamzel Management LP versus Great Lakes Reinsurance. That's a case that there was an appraisal award, and I do need to speak to opposing counsel on that to see if
okay.
any
Mr.
opposing counsel
McCallum, I'm sorry, you froze, sir. You need to speak to opposing counsel about what?
about trying to resolve the last post-appraisal portion of this case.
Okay, so how much time do you need for a status?
30 days would be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, 10:20 at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have before this honorable court, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Maybe she's, okay, thank you.
Yes, Attorney Lucila Alvarado?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of Attorney Lisa Vasquez on a case that's set on the Dwop. It's number 8 on your docket. It's Carlos Marroquin versus Alberto Salinas, Janelli Salinas.
Okay, CL 143331-I. And what is the announcement?
It appears that this case settled back in 2015, Your Honor. I have a copy of the settlement agreement. And so we would just ask that the case be dismissed, removed from the court's docket.
Okay. So it was e-filed? Was something e-filed to
That
show settlement?
I'm not sure. I was just given a copy of the settlement agreement in which the plaintiff released the defendants, and it signed in 2015.
Okay. There's nothing.
Your Honor, there's a note from the previous court stating that Mr. Abrego did go into the court's office, letting them know that the case has settled, but there's no order in place.
Okay, the clerk's office will not take it off of our docket unless there's some kind of order, either an order having all of them sign off saying that it's settled, or them filing the settlement documents, or a non-suit, something that will be able to be categorized in their system to have it removed. So I'm sure that Ms. Vasquez Garza can get that figured out. I'll give her some time to do that. I'm gonna set a tickler for October the 8th. And that'll be just for me. And we'll look out for it between now and then, because they won't let me just say, oh, it's settled, let me dispose of it.
Okay, well, I'm sure she can file a motion for dismissal. The problem is, this is with Mr. Abrego, who's no longer with us, and I don't think anybody picked up his files, so.
Yeah. No, I understand. I mean, I don't think they did. I'll work with her, like, just see what it is that she can get on the court's filings, because they just won't let me do it just like that. Trust me, I tried. We've run across this a few times, but if not, I think that then they'll think that I'll say that all these things settle just so I can get my numbers up good. So, you know, but if you can talk to her about it, I'll set a tickler for the 8th. And if not, it'll give us a reminder to call in with her.
Okay. So the 8th is not an actual hearing, it's just something to remind you to check in.
For me, yes. I set a lot of ticklers.
Okay. And then there was one other case that was also Lisa's on your drop docket. I think it's number 23, Alex Perez versus Maria Perez. And my understanding is on that case, it also has settled.
Okay. CL 144424-I, if we can check to see if anything was filed.
Your Honor, the original case was disposed of, but this is a severance case, so it's -I. And there's no order disposing of this case, although the original one is.
Okay. You may want to check with her, Ms. Alvarado, because it's on the that I think there was the cases, whatever the claim or whatever, it was severed. So there's an additional dash to it, -I.
On the severed case, does it show that Lisa represented the party that was severed, or was it just the party that settled?
It states Alex Perez and Maria Perez.
I think those are her clients.
Okay. Alrighty, I'll check with her on that one also.
Okay, but on that one, I'm gonna go ahead and set that for a status on October 20th at 9:30.
Okay. Alrighty, that's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge, you too.
Attorney Thomas Quirk.
There you go. Yes, ma'am. I think I'm number 24 on the docket.
Yes, sir. CL 144509-I, Allstate Insurance Company versus Iris Trevino et al.
Yes, ma'am. This case in the old court, we tried to set the case for trial. The court said, you have to mediate this case before I'll set it for trial. We then had to file a motion to compel mediation because we couldn't get a response from the opposing counsel. We got that. We got a mediator, and then I retired. And
Congratulations.
well, thank you. Thank you. I spent 40 years litigating, so it was about time for me to hang it up. So when I did, I asked that it be reassigned by Allstate, and we sent it off to Allstate. And when I got this Dwop notice, I contacted the lawyer I thought was reassigned the case, and I'm not sure he has the case. We can't get into the reporting system of Allstate because I'm retired. And so therefore I can't figure out who got the assignment. So I'm like in this limbo case. So if we could get this thing reset to say, I don't know, what, 90 days or so, and then that way it'll give me time to figure out what it is, or you can set it for trial and I'll come out of retirement and come try it or something.
So they made you come out of retirement for the day to make this announcement, huh?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Well, I do have Mr. Alvarez on as well. Mr. Alvarez, do you have anything to add?
Judge, I just retired 1 minute ago.
Oh.
Two retired guys, and nobody wants to work anymore, so dismiss it, I guess.
What? Oh, man. Why can't I make that? I need to make an announcement. I retired a minute ago too. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judge,
I had a good excuse. I got a liver transplant. I had non-alcoholic.
Wow, second chance at life. That's great though.
Yeah, I'm feeling much better now.
Good.
Judge,
Anyway.
I mean, whatever the court wants to do, Judge, for Thomas, I mean, I don't have any problem, Judge. Resetting it. I mean, I quite frankly do not even know where my client is at anymore. This is a 2014 case, Judge. I know you really, I mean, getting it from the bottom of the barrel here.
I know where my client
You're cleaning your docket. I can appreciate that.
Well, let's just remember these are all transfer cases from somebody else's bottom of the barrel. So
I was in the same shoes, Judge. I was in the same shoes.
I know.
In the county court of law, I had like 1,000 some cases that I had to clean up one way or another. I know the feeling. I know your pain.
And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and I'll give you that time, Mr. Quirk. And so we'll come back on December the 10th at 9:30. Maybe you'll have already who's assigned to it and they won't make you come and make that announcement that day.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
And we'll set it for a status and then we can take it from there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, yes, you may. Mr. Alvarez, do you have another case?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have before you, Judge. I'll see you again.
Likewise, you take care.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you. Attorney Michael Parson?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I just want to say I'm too much in debt to retire, so I have to continue working.
Try running a campaign. So, yeah, I'll be working for a while.
I have number 4 on your docket, Your Honor.
Okay, CL 141762-I Link Transportation versus Juan Ochoa et al. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I actually represent the plaintiff, Link Transportation. As of this date, according to court filings, the defendants are pro se. There's a problem in the sense that Fireball Express LLC can't be represented by anyone other than an attorney, and I don't believe they have an attorney at this point. The other issue that we had, and I think this is why there was a delay, is that back in 2010, they had filed a bankruptcy or were in bankruptcy or something along that lines. They never gave us notice. They never filed a suggestion of bankruptcy in this case, but it was filed in another case in C-3355-0-09-G. So I'm not sure where they are in terms of bankruptcy, although I suspect that that either was discharged or they were terminated from it or somehow. My client would like to continue proceeding with this case, Your Honor, if possible. We would like, if the court is wanting to get it off the docket as quickly as possible, we're not opposed to it being set for trial.
Okay.
Whatever the court would like to do, but we would like to proceed if the court would allow us to do that.
Okay, and by trial, do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
I think a bench trial in this case, Your Honor, would be fine. I don't have any reason to believe that we need a jury on it. It's a relatively simple collections case.
Okay, so what we'll do is I'll retain it on the court's docket, file an order for a DCC and state on there it will be for a bench trial. And
Yes,
make sure that all the parties that need to receive notice are CC'd on that DCC. And so that when we, and with good contact numbers, they're pro se. And when we set that DCC up, whoever shows up, we'll use that whoever's available for that for their calendar, and we will get it set for a bench trial.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your time. That's all I have on the docket today. May I be excused?
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna set a tickler for October 8th, that'll be filed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. You have a good
Thank
one.
You too, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Ray Ortiz.
Hello, Judge. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you, thank you. I've been around for 42 years and I have no
You love to
fear
work,
of
Ray.
retiring. Yeah, no. I'm gonna stay here as long as I can.
There
I like
you
to fight.
go.
I'm here on cause number CL 160309I, which is number 60 on your docket.
Okay,
It's Texas Nexus versus Mohammed.
okay. And what is your announcement?
Well, I think you ought to be Dwop. I mean, this is an old case. My client is Texas Nexus. They started the lawsuit, but then there was counterclaims. It's had all sorts of problems with it, and then that's probably why you got it.
Okay, all
So,
right.
but I want to get it off. It's nothing's happening, and I have no problem having the court dismiss it.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and drop this from the court's docket.
Is there an order I need to submit, or does the court do it on?
We are gonna be sending out orders on the ones that are DWOPed.
Okay. That's all I have, Judge.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
have a
It's
good
good to see
day.
you. Thank you.
Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Attorney Claire Portis.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have 22, so if somebody has less that wants to go in front of me, I can do that, or we can.
Are you gonna be
No.
asking for all those to be retained, Ms. Portis?
Yes, and 2 of them are actually set on a default docket.
Okay, then let me go ahead and see what Mr. Arellano needs. Mr. Arellano?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm on your 230 docket. It's CO-14-4580-I, Ramon Luna versus Johnson Manville. I do not have a docket number.
Okay, hold on.
Number 25, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, that kid was removed from federal to federal court, and in federal court, we've dismissed it. I have filed a notice of non-suit with prejudice, with an order of prejudice, and I submitted the dismissal from the federal court as an exhibit
Okay,
on it. So
and when did you e-file that, sir?
I was e-filed late yesterday and then was refiled once again this morning because they forgot to attach the exhibit.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and look for that and they'll forward it to my queue, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. I have no further business before the court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
And I don't plan on retiring anytime soon, Your Honor.
I don't think any of us are, Emerson.
We're all making announcements out there, but
We're all gonna be still working.
a
Okay,
great day,
you have
Your
a good
Honor.
one. Thank you. Okay, Attorney Juan Alvarez?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Canales.
Your Honor, I'm not sure what number it is on the docket, but the cause number is CL 14-3510-I.
Okay, that's number 11 on the court's docket, Raul Gonzalez versus 3911 International et al. Okay, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I represent Mr. Gonzalez, and I was asking if the court could give me a little more time. I've sent out letters to my client. This was a case where he was injured really badly at this business. He has over $7,000 in medical bills. I sent him a letter, Judge, and letting him know this hearing is to take place today. However, it did get returned. If I could just have a little more time so I could do my due diligence before the court dismisses it.
Okay, I'll set a status for October 20th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If by some reason by then you can't get a hold of him, then we can either drop it or you can decide to file a non-suit or whatever you feel is necessary at that point.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, any other case?
That's all I have, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, Ms. Portis, I'll take up your cases. I don't have any other attorneys on at this time. Perhaps some of the people that are, oh, wait. Let me
Judge-
take up Mr. Tinoco.
Judge,
Sorry
just
about
a quick announcement. I haven't been able to contact my client, and I haven't talked to opposing counsel about this case. I know it's been on the docket for a while. But I would request 90 days to get everything in order.
Okay, what's the cause number or the docket number?
It's number 40 on your civil docket. It's CL-15-3382-I.
Okay, Ruben Sanchez versus Rene Castañeda et
Correct.
al.
And I represent Mr. Castañeda.
Okay, so do you have counterclaims?
Judge, I don't think so.
Okay. Because usually as the defense, if there's no counterclaims and the petitioner doesn't show up to ask for it to be retained on the docket, then it's just dropped.
Okay, so can I just confirm real quick, Judge?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there are no counterclaims, Your Honor.
Okay. So no one else has showed up on behalf of the petitioner, and there being no counterclaims in this case will be dropped for
Okay.
want of prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Do you need an order on that or? Will the
No,
court-
we will be sending out our own order.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Portis, Ms. Portis, sorry. Go ahead. Start with your first case.
Judge number 10 on the docket.
Okay, CL 143492-I. Case versus Tereso Barcenas.
Yes, Judge. I'm here on behalf of plaintiff. We filed a motion for default judgment on June 20th of 2017. It looks like we just need to file an order setting hearing. So that's the court to retain.
And how long are you gonna need to file that?
No more than 60 days.
Okay, no, that's too long. I'll give you till October the 8th. And I'm gonna set a tickler for that.
Thank you.
Okay, your next case?
Number 13 on the docket.
CL 143693-I, National Collegiate Student Loan Trust versus Victoria Guerra et al.
Yes, Your Honor. So there's two defendants in this case. It looks like one of them was a non-suited and the other one has been served. It's unclear from the court's record if they filed an answer or if they appeared. But we're asking for the court to either set it for status or set it for trial. I believe we filed a motion back in April asking for a trial setting.
Okay, but. Okay, so which is the party that was non-suited?
Victoria Guerra was non-suited. Elisa Cardenas is the party that still remains.
Okay, so she was properly served.
Yes, by substituted service.
Okay. And you're wanting to set this for a bench trial?
That's wrong.
Okay, what's the next bench trial setting for this type of case, Ms. Rivera? What can we do?
Which case was this on? I apologize. I
Number
had
13. That's okay. We can do November 8th at 11 a.m. Just make sure that you file an order setting the bench trial. And so that the person, you're gonna have to find a way to give her notice.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it'll be at 11 on November 8th at 11 a.m.
Thank you.
Okay, and your next case?
Number 16.
CL 143907-I, National Collegiate Student Loan versus Mario Pompian.
Yes, Your Honor. Clerk Portis, on behalf of the plaintiff, we filed a motion for default judgment, I believe on August 7th of 2015. We need to file an order sitting hearing. We ask the court to retain for 30 days to allow us to get that accomplished.
Okay, so the order setting hearing, the same, then you'll have till October 8th to file it. And we'll set a tickler to see if the order setting hearing on the default judgment has been submitted.
Thank you.
Okay,
The next one is number 20.
CL 144212-I, National Collegiate Student Loan versus Mayra Rangel.
This one, defendant has been served and has answered. We'll ask for a trial setting. It looks like it was set for trial back in April of 2017. I'm not sure what happened. with
Okay,
that.
is defense counsel still Monica Galvan?
As far as we know, Your Honor.
Okay, so then, since there is opposing counsel, and if you're asking for a bench trial, then file a motion for a DCC and indicate on there that it would be for a bench trial. And we'll have a tickler for October 8th for you to do that.
Our next one is number 42.
Okay, that's CL 154056-I, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Mauricio Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor. Clerk Portis, on behalf of the plaintiff. This one, we filed a motion for default judgment on November 7th of 2016. And we just need to get an order setting hearing. We're asking the court to grant us a retain on the docket for 30 days to get that done.
Okay, the same order setting hearing on that needs to be submitted before October 8th. So we'll set a tickler for that date.
Next one is number 43.
Okay, CL 154058-I, Portfolio Recovery versus Consuelo Garza Salinas.
Clerk Portis, on behalf of the plaintiff, we filed a motion for default judgment on June 19th of 2017. That's the court to grant us a 30-day continuance to allow for order sitting hearing to be filed.
Okay, October 8th is the tickler.
Thank you. Next one is number 46.
Okay, CL 154257-I, Jefferson Capital Systems versus Sylvia Rios.
We filed a motion for default judgment on July 17th of 2017 and asked the court to retain on the docket for 30 days to get an order setting hearing filed.
Okay, October 8th is the tickler for the order setting hearing to be submitted.
Next one is number 47.
CL 154263-I, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Nora Ortega.
We filed a motion for default judgment on February 7th of 2020. Asked the court to retain on the docket for 30 days pending the filing of an order sitting hearing.
Okay, October 8th is the deadline.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next one is number 50.
Okay, CL 154457-I, Portfolio Recovery versus Edgardo Olivo.
This one also motion for default judgment filed on July 20th of 2016. We asked the court for 30 day or to retain on the docket for 30 days pending the filing of a order sitting hearing.
Okay, October 8th is the tickler.
Next one is number 61.
CO 160616-I, Capital One versus Isabel Solis.
We filed a motion for default judgment on this on April 14th of 2021. We also included an order setting hearing. So I asked the court if we could.
So you just need it to be set?
Yes, Your Honor. I was just verifying again on the register, but yes, if the court could set it for hearing in the next 30 days.
Okay, then I'll ask for that order setting hearing to be forwarded to our queue, and then we'll get that set.
Next one is number 65.
CO 190423-I, Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Adriana Garcia.
We filed a motion for default judgment on May 6th of 2020. I would ask the court to retain on the docket for 30 days pending the filing of an order setting hearing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tell me again, what was the cause number on that one?
It's number 65. Cause number is CL 190423.
Okay, and so you needed, I'm sorry, go ahead. I had something come in at the same time on the.
Yeah, no problem. I know, I understand that. Order setting hearing, we filed a motion for default judgment in May of last year. And if we could just retain on the docket for the next 30 days.
Okay, that'll be October 8th as a tickler.
Thank you. The next one is number 67.
CO 190469-I, Cascade Capital versus Jose Martinez.
On this one, defendant answered back in March of 2019 to ask the court for a trial setting.
Okay, the bench trial will be for November 8th at 11 a.m. And just make sure that you file an order setting the bench trial and copying the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. The next one is number 70.
CO 190744-I, Discover Bank versus Deborah Cano.
Yes.
Okay. The defendant is here. So did Ms. Cano ever, or are you Garcia now?
I'm Cano Garcia.
Okay. So Ms. Garcia, did you file an answer in this? Do you recall?
I was trying, it's a long story. It's difficult.
It's okay.
But,
so do you want me to give you an opportunity to talk to the plaintiff to see if you can come up with a payment plan?
yes, because I cannot prove that it was not me. It was my sister that took it out under my name and I can't prove it.
Okay. So Ms. Cano, do you have an email address?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's DEBANGEL1428@gmail.com.
Okay, Ms. Portis, is there a number where Ms. Cano Garcia can contact your office for discussion of settlement?
Yes, Your Honor. The number would be 877-215-2550.
877-215-2550.
That's correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any extension or anything?
You can reference number 351-2268.
2268.
68.
Okay.
So when you call in, you're gonna give them that reference number 351-2268, okay?
351-2268. Okay, I'll call right now. Thank you.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you come back on October the 20th at 9:30 to see if you can get that, if you've already gotten it worked out or not.
Yeah, well, I can make $100 payment starting on Friday. I'll send it in.
Okay, well, why don't you talk it over with them? And then I'm sure that Well, I can't say I'm sure, but I'm hopeful that they will come into an agreement with you. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so you are excused, Ms. Cano Garcia.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Ms. Portis, your next case?
The next one is number 71.
Okay, CL 190797-I Cascade Capital versus Daniel Lechuga.
Yes, Your Honor. We filed a motion for default judgment on September 13th of 2019, and we asked the court to retain on the docket for 30 days to get for us to have file an order setting hearing.
Okay, October 8th, the tickler will be set to see if it's been submitted.
Thank you. The next one is number 72.
Okay. CL 190801-I Cascade Capital versus Esmeralda Rivera.
Yes, Your Honor. We filed a motion for default judgment in July of 2019. We asked the court to retain on the docket for 30 days so we can file an order setting hearing.
Okay. Now, October 8th, the tickler will be set for submission.
Yeah. The next one is number 75.
CL 190835-I Portfolio Recovery versus Leticia Magallon.
This one we filed a motion for default judgment in October of 2019. Also, an order setting hearing in June of 2021. So I'd ask the court to go ahead and set it for hearing.
Okay, I'll ask for the order setting hearing to be forwarded to our queue for us to set on the court's docket.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next one is 83.
CL 196669-I Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Alan Segura.
And on this one, Your Honor, defendant answered on January 10th of 2020. So I asked the court to set this for trial.
Okay, and that'll be a bench trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, November 8th at 11 a.m. And just make sure that you file your order setting hearing for a bench trial and give notice to the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Next one is number 87.
CL 200086-I Bank of America versus Agapito Perez.
And this one, Your Honor, we filed a motion for default judgment on June 12th of 2021. We asked the court to retain on the docket for 30 days pending the filing of this order setting hearing.
Okay, October 8th is the tickler for submission.
Next one is number 88.
CL 200096-I American Express versus Alfredo Cuellar.
On this, Your Honor, we filed a motion for default judgment on February 18th of 2020. And we filed an order setting hearing in June 16th of this year. Ask the court to go ahead and set it for hearing.
Okay, I'll ask for the order setting hearing to be forwarded to my queue.
Next one is number 91.
Okay, CL 202637-I One Main Financial versus Edward Hernandez.
Your Honor, we filed a motion for default judgment on January 15th of 2021. And we asked the court to retain on the docket so we can file a new order setting hearing.
Okay, October 8th is the tickler for submission.
Thank you. The next one is number 94. It's actually also set on the docket as number 63, but set for default on number 94.
Okay, let me see. So CL 190296-I. So are you taking the default judgment today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Damian, please call out the name Annette Aguirre 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Annette Aguirre, Annette Aguirre, Annette Aguirre,
Okay, the name being called out 3 times and no response, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we're asking for a default judgment on a Capital One card account. The default is $1,412.32. We're also asking for cost of court and post-judgment interest. We filed a motion for default judgment on April 22nd of 2019. We asked the court to enter those attachments to the motion as evidence and make a ruling on that motion today.
Okay, so the relief that you're requesting is how much is the total judgment?
It's $1,412.32.
Okay, and is the relief that you requested in the order that's been filed with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'll ask for that, that'll be granted the order. I'll ask for the order to be forwarded to our queue for signature.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the last one that I have is number 95, also set for default.
Yeah, 190457-I Portfolio Recovery versus Asa Zuniga. Mr. Damian, please call out the name 3 times.
Asa Zuniga, Asa Zuniga, Asa Zuniga.
Okay, the name being called out 3 times and no response. You may proceed.
Your Honor, we filed a motion for default judgment on October 29th of 2019. I would ask the court to make a ruling on that motion today and enter into evidence the attachments to the motion, which include business records affidavit and other documents to prove up default. I'm showing that the last payment on the account was made on June 22nd of 2017, with suit being filed within 4 years. Defendant was also served on January 31st of 2019, has neither answered or responded to our motion. We're asking for a charge-off balance in the amount of $1,903.16, cost of court and post-judgment interest, and I believe those are all reflected accurately in the proposed order attached to our motion.
Okay, the relief will be granted as put onto the record. And I'll ask for that order to be forwarded to our queue for signature.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have for today.
Your Honor, any?
Yes.
Judge, we do have number 10, the defendant on number 10 of today's docket. Ms. Claire Portis did make an announcement on that. He is an older gentleman who speaks Spanish. If I could just have a phone number, that way I can direct him that way, because I don't believe he knows how to use Zoom.
Okay, what is your Spanish speaking phone number, Ms. Portis?
I think that he has an option when he calls in to get connected with somebody who speaks Spanish. I'll give him that same number. It's 877-215-2552. I'm sorry, 2550.
Is it 552 and 550 or just 50?
Just 50.
Okay. All right, I'll direct him your way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that one, Judge, if he appeared today, are we going to count that, or will you accept that as an answer on his part?
Well, I think that we're gonna go back. Let me recall CL 143492-I, and I'm gonna set you for a status hearing instead to see if he did contact you. And that'll be for October 20th at 9:30.
I'll let him know, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, was that October 30th?
20th.
20th, okay, thank you. That's all I have for today, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Aaron Peña.
Yeah, I have one civil case number 5 on your docket.
Okay, CL 141937-I, Maria Trevino versus Ricardo Garza Gonzalez et al.
We had filed a motion for default judgment, and I could prove it up in a couple of minutes, Your Honor. Right now, my client is here. My clients are here.
I believe that Ricardo Garza is also here. Mr. Ricardo Garza, will you please announce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ricardo Garza.
Okay, sir. And are you the defendant on that case of Maria Trevino, Annette Trevino, and Alani Trevino?
I think they have to dismiss this case. It's already past like 7 years.
It's been on file, Judge. It's been
Okay,
on
so
file.
what I'm gonna, Mr. Garza, can you provide a phone number where you can be reached?
It's 956-638-4809.
Okay, and Mr. Garza, will you be continuing to represent yourself?
If I need to get a lawyer, I'm gonna get the lawyer, but like I said, I think it's already past 7 years. We haven't fixed anything.
Okay,
Today,
and I'm sorry, sir, are you Ricardo Garza Gonzalez or Ricardo
Gonzalez.
Garza Flores?
Gonzalez.
Okay, is Ricardo Garza Flores present?
Yes, he is present. He speaks Spanish. I don't know if I can interpret for him.
Okay, we have an interpreter. Ms. Castaneda, please ask Mr. Garza Flores for his phone number.
Señor Ricardo Garza Flores, ¿me puede dar su número de teléfono?
907-6753.
956-907-6753.
Okay,
Judge,
those are the numbers to the two defendants, sir.
I don't believe they filed answers, Your Honor. They can tell them they need to file written responses.
Well, they're appearing today, so if they want to assert any of, I can't advise them legally, but you have their contact information. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you all an opportunity to see what needs to be done next on this case. Now that you have them in front of you and you have contact information for them.
Good, Your Honor.
I'm gonna go ahead and have y'all come back for a status on November the 8th.
Very well, Your Honor.
And that'll be at 9:30. Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Garza Flores know that we gave the phone number to the attorney of record for the plaintiff and that he's to return here on November the 8th at 9:30, and that he has further to communicate with Mr. Peña directly if he is going to continue to represent himself.
Mr. Ricardo Garza Flores, la próxima corte es el día 8 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Si se va a seguir representando usted solo, por favor se mantiene en contacto con el abogado Leonel Peña.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Peña, we'll see you back here on November the 8th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your patience.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good day.
11, noviembre 8.
Mr. Ricardo Garza Gonzalez, you are also excused, sir. We'll see you back here on November the 8th.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, Attorney Dennis Ramirez.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir.
Number 54 on the court's docket.
Okay, that is CL 160046-I, Aaron Gonzalez et al. Versus TD Development.
Yes, Judge, I had thought that this case had been dismissed already or non-suited actually, and we resolved all issues. So we're okay with a DWOP at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and drop it.
Thank you, Judge. I have nothing further before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Fabio R. Gonzalez. Fabio R. Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Honor.
Okay, can you please turn your camera on? Okay, what case are you here on, sir?
I'm here for CL 190924-I, Erica Michelle Herrera versus myself and a lot of other people.
Okay, that's CL19. Go ahead and tell me again.
CL 19-0924-I.
Okay, Erica Michelle Herrera et al. Versus Alpha Omega Management LLC et al.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, and you're Fabio R. Gonzalez, and which one are you? Which name defendant are you?
Rafael González Silva.
Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll have my bailiff. I need for you to call the names of all the parties, Mr. Damian, with the exception of Rafael Gonzalez Silva, 3 times.
Yes, ma'am. Alpha Omega Management LLC, J&M Zamora Family, LP, Zamora Quesada, Inc., Pilar Gonzalez Silva, Jorge Alejandro Zamora Legoff, Victor Zamora Legoff. Alpha Omega Management LLC, J&M Zamora Family, LP, Zamora Quesada, Inc., Pilar Gonzalez Silva, Jorge Alejandro Zamora Legoff, Victor Zamora Legoff. Alpha Omega Management LLC, J&M Zamora Family, LP, Zamora Quesada, Inc., Pilar Gonzalez Silva, Jorge Alejandro Zamora Legoff, Victor Zamora Legoff.
Okay, all the defendants' names have been called out 3 times, and no one has appeared on behalf of the petitioner. So at this time, this will be dismissed for want of prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Alicia Cárdenas? Okay, Ms. Cárdenas, what case are you here on?
My case is CL-14-3693-1.
Okay, Ms. Cárdenas, that case was already called. You'll have to come back on, the next setting on it is November 8th at 11 a.m.
November 8th at 11.
Yes, do you have an email address?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Regia Alicia.
Okay, I'm sorry. You'll have to say that, spell it out, please.
It's REGIALICIA 2007 at Yahoo.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, so then you'll come back on November the 8th at 11 a.m. We'll make a notation of your email address so that you can receive the link. Okay?
Okay, that's it for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who is on Rene's Galaxy Note 9?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, what case number, sir?
My case number is 212376I.
Okay. And all right, what were you set for? You filed something by yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am. I was applying for my occupational license, and then I didn't get in the video chat the first date.
Okay. Okay, then let's reset you to October the 20th.
Ma'am,
Yes.
on October the 20th, I've been waiting for this job to come in.
Okay.
So I think on October 20th, they actually specifically said October 20th. I don't know if I'm gonna be testing that day or what.
Okay,
But
how
it's
about
stuff-
November the 8th?
It's because of the license. It's very important. The job's in Pennsylvania. And I was working in the rigs and I kind of stopped because it's a traveling job. And I got stopped like 3-4 times in this last time I tried to go up, and I can't be driving. It's hard for me to.
Okay, hold on. So what you're saying is you need your occupational license before October 20th.
It would be good, ma'am, because the job is in Pennsylvania.
Okay, hold on. Can my staff check to see if he's met all the requirements with respect to the filing on CL 212376-I? I need to check first if you did it properly, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And I just I switched because I got on my SR22 with another company, and it just changed like the pricing. So I renewed with another company, but on time yesterday. It's gonna be a little cheaper, but I mean, everything, I'm hoping it's already on file, so you can see that.
If he didn't file it, Your Honor, we have no way of knowing.
Okay, so did you file the new SR 22?
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I was current. I think I'm still current on the old one, but I have the new one that I just got yesterday. That it's just I switched companies yesterday.
Okay. Are we showing one on file?
There is an SR 22, Judge, with the date of 7/7/21. I'm trying to see when it expires. It doesn't state one, Judge, but it was in July of this year. And it said it was effective.
Okay, so if you have also a renewal, I need for you to file that renewal as well.
Yes, ma'am. It's just I switched companies just because of the price.
That's fine. Okay, and then you also need to give notice to the DA's office on their order setting, well, I guess, on the order setting hearing. Because the DA's office also has to be present.
All right. So how would I go about that? Go back to the clerk office?
Oh, okay, so you're gonna have an order setting hearing, and on there you need to give the notice to the district attorney's office. I can't give you much more information than that but maybe the clerk's office can tell you something. But you do have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a date.
Okay.
But you have to have what we call the order setting hearing with this date on it. And you have to CC them as well, okay? So I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
So
That's the one through the mail that I have to take over?
Yeah, you'll have to come in person.
Yes, ma'am. That's better. It's better for me.
Okay, so you need to come in person in order for you to do the filing. We're gonna continue on Zoom for a good while.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you some time for that. So then I'm gonna have you go ahead and come back on, Ms. Rivera, are we having a docket on the 29th?
Yes, Judge, we are.
Okay, just come back on September the 29th at 9:30.
29th at 9:30. Yes, ma'am. Same thing, right? Same procedure.
Yeah, but you're gonna get a new link. What's your email?
My email is Rene Arcaute, lowercase 30, and at gmail.com.
Okay.
.com.
But the one that's important is the order setting hearing, because if you don't give that to the DA's office, we can't help you. Okay.
Right. But I would have to go to them, right, to find out where I need to go and everything, because I don't know where to go.
Yeah, ask the clerk. I can't give you much more.
Yes, ma'am.
info.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
All
You
right.
take care, sir. We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you, ma'am. You too. Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Monica Galvan. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, shoot.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. I'm here on number 86 on the court's docket.
Okay, CL 200050-I, Norma Richmond versus Elgin's Investments.
Yes, Your Honor. Monica Galvan on behalf of plaintiff Norma Richmond. I believe Fabian Guerrero is on the other side. I'm asking this case to be kept on the docket. I've spoken to Mr. Guerrero recently about sending him a demand on this case. We are also still conducting discovery.
Okay.
And I think my office recently, within the past month, filed a trial docket, but we haven't received anything.
Okay, because I'm not setting any trials at this time unless you're requesting a bench trial. So I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing for the next year, but what I can do is I'll give you a status hearing so that you can let me know how you guys are coming along. And we'll do that for November the 10th at 9:30.
November 10th at 9:30.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, Alexa Mora. Alexa Mora.
Hi, Your Honor.
Okay, which case are you here on?
I am here on, I'm sorry, I don't have the paper in front of me. I'm on CL-19-6709-1.
Number 84, Your Honor.
Okay, that's portfolio recovery versus Alexa Mora. Okay, no one has appeared on behalf of the plaintiff. Defendant, that the record reflect that the defendant did show. This will be dropped for this will be dismissed for want of prosecution. So this lawsuit will be dropped, Ms. Mora, but it doesn't mean that they can't refile. But at this time, this case is concluded.
Okay, I was also gonna say, Your Honor, that I do have a letter saying that I am with this company and my last payment is actually at the end of this month, $70.
Okay, well, you broke up, but the lawsuit's dropped, so we'll just see if they do anything about it. If not, I mean, it's gonna stay dropped. Okay?
Okay, thank you
All
so
right,
much.
you have a good day. Okay, who do we have on iPhone?
Aquí está.
Presente.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please ask her name.
¿Qué es su nombre, señora?
Adriana García.
Adriana García.
Sí.
Okay. Does she have a case number? I think that's one of Ms. Portis's cases.
¿Tiene el número de caso, Ms. García?
CL-19-0423-I.
CL19-0423I.
Okay. Okay, that is a case that is being recalled. Well, I'm gonna go ahead then and set it for a status hearing on October the 20th at 9:30. We're gonna change that and we just need to let Ms. Portis know. Or we can do our own status hearing for October 20th at 9:30. Whichever is easier for you all. Let her know that she's to return on October the 20th at 9:30.
Ms. García, su próxima corte es el día 20 de octubre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
And ask her if she has an email address.
¿Tiene usted un email?
Sí. Es Adriana García 2943 @gmail.com.
Adriana García 2943 @email.com.
At what?
At email.com?
No, ask her again. It can't be that.
Gmail.
She said Gmail. The daughter came on and said Gmail. Okay. It's the Gmail. Okay. Let her know October 20th at 9:30.
Ms. García, el día 20 de octubre a las 9:30 la próxima corte.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's all for the 2 p.m. docket and the 2:30 p.m. docket. The following docket numbers will be dismissed for want of prosecution. Okay, that's 2, 7, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18, 19, 21, 22, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 44, 45, 48, 49, 51, 52, 56, 57, 58, 59, 62, 63, 66, 68, 69, 73, 74, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 85, 89, 90, 93. Those will all be dismissed for want of prosecution. Number 64 will be transferred to the original court of jurisdiction. Okay, that concludes